My name is Zakiya Bryant, and I'm the CEO of WeSUBTeach. And I'm here today just to talk to everyone really quick. You may already know that there is a national teacher staffing shortage. But for childcare centers, it's more than just a shortage, it's a crisis. And generally, that's because a lot of childcare teachers are underpaid. This is a high turnover industry, and they're experiencing a high level of burnout, especially during these COVID times. So most childcare teachers are really undervalued, especially in the educational industry. Generally, the lack of staff leaves us in a place where there are plenty of classrooms every day where our youngest learners are literally in classrooms that's putting them in a vulnerable situation due to safety and just because they're understaffed, okay? So we created a program to assist with that. We created WeSUBTeach, which is a child care staffing platform where we connect child care teachers with child care centers. So part of the solution to that crisis is pretty much facilitated through a child care staffing app. And we were the first ones in our industry to create an app that was specifically just for child care. Through our innovative recruitment models and retention and referral programs, we are able to get the classrooms filled faster. Generally, our market size right now is 83 million, and that's in the state of Georgia. There are 3,100 childcare centers, and we're on track to capture 10% of that market in the next 12 months. Our target market is pretty much childcare centers and pre-K programs. Our ideal substitute teacher, on average, is a 25 to 35-year-old mom who is college educated or have some college, and definitely a social media user. Our competitors in the market space, currently we have 3 direct competitors and we have 1 indirect competitor. So what sets us apart? Well, it's mainly because we're a gig-based platform, okay? So teachers are able to accept gigs through our app. The next major thing, we're teacher-centered, so our focus is on the needs and the desires of the teachers. Lastly, we offer a progressive compensation package, which include incentives for the teachers that they truly enjoy. As far as our revenue model, we're B2B, and the way we earn our revenue is basically through gigs and billable hours. We have monthly subscriptions, in-app purchases, and affiliate ads. As far as traction, over the last 2 years, we were able to get a gross profit of over $500K, and we're set to increase that by 20% annually over the next 36 months. Also, we're opening 2 new markets in the next 24 months, and they'll typically be Tampa and Jacksonville, Florida. We have wonderful business relationships, and our business relationships are they're pretty much helping us facilitate in those new markets because they have existing centers in those service areas. So we're able to scale fairly quickly in new areas. We have a wonderful team of people with a vast background of experience. And generally, that background includes technology, recruitment, operations management, and finance. Our ask is for $500,000. And we plan to use that money, 50% of it, to gamify the app and to make other additional upgrades. Also, we're going to use the other portion of that for marketing and sales campaign. And the final piece is to build out an additional ambassador program. We thank you for your time. We appreciate the opportunity. And we are WeSUBTeach, where we're covering classrooms with care.
Covering classrooms with care. Way to end a pitch. I like the sound of that. So I'm going to come to the champions. Questions, comments. What did you think about her pitch?
One comment right here. I saw a much bigger market than the $85 million market that was in the slide deck. I would love to know about the kind of national landscape and what that market could be. How big can you grow into?
Yes, well, actually, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, but our pilot program is launched in Metro Atlanta right now. So we just wanted to focus on just the service area that we were in, but it is actually a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I'm really interested to hear about safety, which is a thing for other gig apps and platforms. We're facing that now with Uber and Lyft, for example. And I know people are going to be especially concerned when they're thinking about their kids. So how are you all factoring in safety as you build out this platform?
Well, definitely that's our number one concern, especially that we work with children. So our substitute teachers are extremely vetted. We have a 10-point process, and we make every teacher get fingerprint. We follow the guidelines for the state that we operating in, but we go a step further than that, and we pretty much pull background checks every 90 days instead of the required 12-month period. So we definitely do reference checks. We do a plethora of things in addition to the general requirement, because safety is definitely a key thing for us.
Tess, you want to add anything?
I just want to say congratulations. I think it's a great idea. I think it has expansive, so I would like you to think forward. I would like you to think about substitutes, not just face-to-face, but substitutes from a hybrid perspective, who can deliver a substitution if they're out, if you have to shelter in place, and only use digital tech to actually replace a student. I've had so many kids talk about, I don't have children, but my girlfriends talk about how they had to keep their children at home because they didn't have someone to actually replace the child for their classes, even for online classes. They still didn't have that. So I think the sky is the limit with that, especially if you think digital delivery of those lesson plans. So
thank you again for sharing your business with us. I love it.
To vote, visit Razorfy.co and select today's event. Enter your donation for the pitches you loved and click the donate button to proceed to checkout. Review and confirm your donation once more by tapping donate. And finally, key in your payment info to cast your vote. And remember, there's a $5 minimum for your vote to count.